Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very special Canada Day episode of Off the Charts. My name is Dan, and I shall be your host today. So, cheers to you all, and those of you watching it Tuesday, happy Canada Day. So, cheers to you all. There we go. Before we start off, if you do like this type of content, please like and subscribe, tell your friends, hit the little thumbs up and little bell to be notified when I publish new content like this. So as you can see, I'm publishing an episode on a Tuesday, which I never do. So today's a special occasion. That's just because it's Canada Day. So there will be no Dan's album analysis tomorrow, Wednesday. I'm just replacing one episode with the other. Back to the normal scheduled programming next week. But since today is Canada Day, so happy Canada Day to all my fellow Canadians out there. I have made you a playlist. So right here, I've got my top 20. So I've always done on Canada Day, top bands, top this. I've never done top songs. So here I've got my top 20 songs that describe Canada. And if you're having a party, just put on this playlist. It's guaranteed to get people talking, get people rocking. I didn't think this through. I'm sure there's a third thing, but you get the gist of it. So yeah, this will be a, like I said, in the description, and there will also be a playlist called Canada Day playlist or something like that there. It'll be very findable on my main page here. But yeah, so I'm here to tell you what, and I've only put one song per band or artist. This is in alphabetical order. I had more than 20, man. I almost had 30 songs. I'm like, all right, I gotta get rid of this one, get rid of this one. There's a few I'm like, didn't make the cut because I didn't have enough for 30 like good ones, but I had enough for 20. So here you are, or here we are with my playlist for your Canada Day party. Okay, so before we start off, cheers again. There you go. All right, first up here from the A's, well, we're gonna go with Lee Aaron, and I gotta put "What You Do to My Body." This, just crank this up in the summertime. This will just get your party going right there. So, Lee Aaron, "What You Do to My Body." Like this would be, and these are not necessarily my favorite songs from these artists or bands, but it's what I feel would be good for a Canada Day playlist. So first up, Lee Aaron, "What You Do to My Body." Next up, okay, we gotta have this one here. So, of course, it's all, there we go. There we go. Next up, April Wine. I'm gotta go with "Ooh, What a Night." How many times have we heard that song? Again, in Canada, I don't know about anywhere else there. How many times have we heard that song in commercials here, especially for beer commercials? But yeah, from another Canadian band right here, let's go with "Ooh, What a Night." One of the rare hits, by the way, that was not sung by Miles Goodwin, but was sung by the bass player Jim Clench. So there you go. April Wine from Stand Back. We have "Ooh, What a Night." All one word. Next up, okay, I'm not even sure if I talked about this. There's a few of these bands, by the way, I've never talked about on this channel. And I don't think I've ever talked about this one here. So this was actually pretty popular what year is this here? 88. So I'm going to go with Brighton Rock. And I'm going to go with "Hanging High and Dry." Man, was that song all over the place. Great AOR hard rock, I guess you would call there. But again, this is going to be in the playlist. So from Brighton Rock, we're going to go with "Hanging High and Dry." High in with the N apostrophe and then dry. Not high and dry. There you go, Brighton Rock. Great song. Love that. I've always loved that song. All right. Next up here, this is a solo project from a band. The band is Coney Hatch, but I'm going to go with the solo project of Andy Curran, called, I think it's just self-titled. Yeah, self-titled. But I am going to go with the song No Tattoos. Oh my God, I friggin' love that song. There was a video for it too. Um, I know I've talked about this on my channel before because I know I've had the CD. Don't know where it went, and I'm a little still peeved about it there. But I got it on vinyl, and this is even better. So Andy Curran, bass player from Coney Hatch, with his first, I guess, and only solo album, No Tattoos. Love that song. There you go. Andy Curran, No Tattoos. Next up, this is actually a fairly new, well, very new band here. I've made an episode about them here, but this one song, I've been playing it over and over and over. So I'm going to go with, from Quebec, The Raps. And I'm going to go with the song Last Fall. Man, have I ever played that song here of late. It's so effing good. Well, this whole album's good too there. I'll be making a review of it soon there. But yeah, so The Raps from their album Viva Rock and Roll. We are going to go with Last Fall. Such a beautiful song there. Beautiful, good party song there. So there you go. Last Fall from The Raps. And some of these songs, I'm not putting the obvious song. I'm just putting a song I would like to hear if I'm doing a barbecue outside on Canada Day, or play those songs, and it'll get people in the mood. And this one here is no exception, but the song choice is actually maybe a little bit surprising. So another band I've been getting into a lot more of late, which is Harem Scarum from the album Mood Swings. But the song I'm going to use for this is Had Enough. I friggin' love that song. The intro guitar, it just screams party, summer. Like, I don't know. Well, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But yeah, I friggin' love that song, and not enough love goes to that song there. So from Harem Scarum from the album Mood Swings. Here's the inside. Yeah, so we're gonna go here with the last song on the album, called Had Enough. There you go. A lot of people, I made them listen to that song at the time, was like, oh my God, the guitar work on that is like just borderline like genius, amazing. All right, let's go back in time a little bit. So another Canadian band, obviously. We are gonna go with the Headpins. But then we're gonna go with their, I guess, their big hit, Don't It Make You Feel. There's a video for that too. It's one of the Canadian bands I find are more rock than hard rock. This is definitely rock, verging on hard rock, I would guess there. I love this album. There's a lot of stuff I could have chosen here. But you know what? I'm going to go with Don't It Make You Feel. That's a great song. And Darby Mills can sing, man. She is so great. So Headpins, turn from the album Turn It Loud. I'm going to add Don't It Make You Feel. So there you go. Next up here, so we're going to go with Helix from the album Wild in the Streets. Might as well go with the song Wild in the Streets. Probably my favorite Helix song of all time. The video is so cool. There's got to be every cliche or rock move out there. And yeah, gotta love this this album here. So from this album, Helix, I'm gonna go with the song from the album Wild in the Streets, which is Wild in the Streets. So there you go. That's actually, I never even noticed this picture of this guy with the muscles there. Yeah, my first time noticing that. Weird, but cheers again. Next up, how about we go check out some Honeymoon Suite from the album Racing After Midnight. I'm probably gonna put, yeah, well, this is obviously my favorite Honeymoon Suite song. So I'm gonna go with Looking Out for number one. Honestly, I could have put so many songs from this band here. They've had so many hits here in Canada. Apparently, those hits did not translate all the way to New Zealand there. If you know, you know. But yeah, I'm going to go with Looking Out for number one. I friggin' love that song. Great mood, great party attitude here. So, yeah. Racing After Midnight from Honeymoon Suite. We're going with Looking Out for number one. Once again, all these songs will be in a playlist. All right, this one here is really a deep cut, but I friggin' love this song. So I'm going to go with Danko Jones from the album We Sweat Blood. And I'm going to go with I Love Living in the City. Yes, it's redundant. Yes, it's the same thing over. But man, that friggin' riff is so cool and so catchy and that, again, great for a party. So I Love Living in the City by Danko Jones from their album We Sweat Blood. Not the best album cover, but this album is good here. So there you go, Danko Jones. I Love Living in this City. All right, this one here. This is, again, another one of those you're not going to expect. Next band is Loverboy. Okay, I'm telling you that right now. But the song I'm going to choose is probably, well, there's a video for it, but it's probably near the end of their career where they weren't as popular. So there's one song I friggin' love, and it's from the album Wild Side. So I'm going to go with Notorious. There's a video for that. First of all, there's some really hot chicks in that video. But that song is so friggin' catchy. I friggin' love that song. I would say it's the best song off of this album here. But yeah, from Loverboy, from the album Wild Side, I'm going to go with Notorious. It's another great song, but I'm not curious. Probably you guys haven't heard it as much as, or if anything. Okay, can't have a party without having a song called The Party. So let's go with some Max Webster off their Mutiny Up My Sleeve album. Probably my favorite. Well, is it my? It's got my favorite Max Webster song on it, but I'm not choosing my favorite. I'm actually going to choose the song called The Party, which opens side 2. And I absolutely love, here, I'll read it to you here. Starts off with a fake crowd. Just because there we go. Cats in the bag, the neighbors holler. This party's higher than the Eiffel Tower. Bam, bam, da, 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 da. I love that song. It's such a great intro. It's a fake crowd that says that they're cats in the bag, the neighbors holler. This party's higher than the Eiffel Tower. Bam, bam. Yeah, I love Max Webster. So Max Webster from Mutiny Up My Sleeve. I'm going to go with The Party. So there you go right there. And of course, well, you can't have Max Webster without having Kim Mitchell. It's not my favorite song of his, but come on, it's a party. I'm going to go with I Am a Wild Party from his album, I Am a Wild Party. This is the new song, which isn't live, although the rest of the album is sort of. It's a weird live album there, if you ask me there. But still love the song. He still plays this song. So, again, just imagine yourself having a sip on your patio, having a beer, listening to my Canada Day playlist, and then you hear this and you're like, oh yeah. So Kim Mitchell, I Am a Wild Party from I Am a Wild Party. So there you go. I remember actually there was a contest on Much Music where he was asking people to film a party for a video. I guess it didn't happen or whatever because that's not the video I saw there. So All right, next up, a little bit of a deep cut band, but I do love this band. I've talked about it before on my channel. Let's go with from the album Courage from National Velvet. Let's go with Shine On. I love her like this. And she's a little bit on the bigger side, which is fine. I'm not saying this to. And she just lets out so much sexual energy, or I love her there. So and what was her name again? Maria Del Mar. Apparently, if you Google her, there's an actress called Maria Del Mar. I guess you'll have to go and Google Maria Del Mar National Velvet. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Shine On. I knew the song at the time, then a radio station which shall remain nameless kind of brought it back. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that song. So then I got all the albums again there. So yeah, National Velvet from the album Courage. I'm gonna go with Shine On. Love that song. Got five, six more. All right, I've talked about this band before. I've seen them live, but I gotta go with The Pursuit of Happiness. This time I'm gonna go with Hard to Laugh. Sure, maybe not a party song, but it would work well at a party. It's got a summer attitude, a vibrant feel to it there. So yeah, check it out. Again, in my playlist. So from the album Love Junk, from the band The Pursuit of Happiness, I'm going to go with Hard to Laugh. There's another great one right there. And I absolutely love this band with their background vocals, with the girls. Makes such a really cool dynamic here. It's so hot here that I don't know if you can see, my glass is sweating. Okay. You gotta have some Rush, right? Now, which song am I gonna choose? No, it's not Superconductor, okay? I'm actually gonna choose a song that's good for a party. A Rush song good for a party is not easy. But there's one song, man, it's like I gotta go with The Spirit of Radio. That is such a effing cool song. So yeah, from I think this was 19. This is a reissue, so I forget what year this is. Either 79 or 80. I forget what year this was there. But yeah, The Spirit of Radio. I gotta go with that one. I've seen that song live many times, and there was that one time with my cousin Caro where we just saw everybody, and the whole crowd is going. That was such a cool moment. I have it on video somewhere too there. Should try and find it. So yeah, Rush, The Spirit of Radio. Next up, we've got Svengali. I'm going to go with Under the Influence. I don't even know if I've ever talked about Svengali on this channel before. I did with their second album, because it was in my albums of 2000, was it 23 or 24? I forget the year there. But yeah, from their self-titled debut, I'm going to go with Under the Influence. That was such a great song at the time. Yeah, there you go. Under the Influence. I could have gone with a few of them there, but yeah, let's go with Under the Influence, Svengali. All right, three more, guys. Three more. All right, this is not the song you probably would expect from this band, but there's a reason I'm putting it. So I'm going to go with Triumph, and I'm going to go with Somebody's Out There. That was the first video I ever saw from Triumph. The first time I was able to put a face to the band. And sure, it's a pop rock song. Still a great song. Love that song. Great summer song. It takes place, like, if you look at the video, it's... Anyway, yeah, it's very summery video there. So, yeah. Somebody's Out There. That was a very big... Well, a minor big hit, I guess, for the band at the time there. Here in Canada, anyway. Yeah, that video played here so many times there. But, yeah, from Triumph, The Sport of Kings, I'm going to go with Somebody's Out There. Great little song. If you look at the documentary, that's the song that they wrote at the 11th hour. So this was not even part of the. Okay, next one, a little bit older band. I only have a greatest hits, but yeah, this greatest hits is actually pretty good here. So I'm going to go with Trooper, Hot Shots. And the song I'm going to go with is Raise a Little Hell. That is such a party song right there. I know in the first season of right there, the Ottawa Senators, when every time they scored a goal, that was a song that they played, was Raise a Little Hell. Now, at the time, they lost. I remember at one time, they were losing games. They were such a bad team at the time. And I remember it was 8-0, and then they scored to make it 8-1. Like, we were we got hammered 8-1. But it was, I think we scored one goal, and it was near the end. I'm like, but every goal we scored, they always played that song. And my question is, did they actually play the song "Raise a Little Hell" when they scored the one goal when it was 8-0, but the Sens made it 8-1? One of those questions that I guess deserves to be unresolved, I guess. But yeah, from the greatest hits, Hot Shots. I don't know from what album it comes from, but I have this here, so I'm gonna go with Troopers, Raise a Little Hell from the Hot Shots greatest hits. And I do find the greatest hits pretty cool because look, the bullet holes. Can you see my face? Can you see my finger? Okay, that was dumb. But anyway, Hot Shots, Raise a Little Hell. And last song, and this one's very deep cut. Even the whole band itself. I never talk about this band as much as I should. Nowhere close to having all their discography. But I'm going to go with Voivod. And the song is Clouds in My House. No, I didn't see this tour. I saw the tour right after. But I remember getting that cassette signed. I still have it over there. But you know what? Yeah, Voivod is not a party band. Like, but I want to say Clouds in My House would fit well in that little party atmosphere. Just having a little deep cut. This is not a progressive song. This is actually probably the catchiest song they've ever done. One of them, anyway. So, from the album Angel Rat. Yeah, right here. It's probably not even written very well. The colors are shite. There you go. Angel Rat. Voivod, Angel Rat. And I'm going to go with Clouds in My House. Now, that is my little 20 songs that you should be playing and listening to on my playlist for Canada Day. Even if you're not Canadian, just check out the playlist after you finished watching this here. Gives you a good idea of what was, or what I like, and what was popular, or what bands are Canadian, and what kind of songs that I enjoy. I would say most of these, 90, let's go with 90%. 90% of Canadians will know what songs I just put here. There's a few here and there that'll be like, what the hell was that? And like I said, I was almost at 30, but there was not enough to make 30. So I decided to go with top 20. And why am I licking my beard here? There's some booze in my mustache. But yeah. Anyway, that is my little Canada Day top 20 Canada Day party songs, I guess. Try it out. Like I said, someone tell me, put it on your playlist, try it on, and let me know if people either complain or tell you, wow, that was a good playlist. XXX guy there, whatever. Where'd you get it? Well, I got it from Off the Charts. So anyway, that is my little episode for today. Again, there will be no episode Wednesday with the Dan's album analysis. I've just decided to make this one here just special for today because it's Canada Day. So there you go, guys. On that note, Have yourselves a great Canada Day, and we shall see you guys this coming Friday with a new episode. So on that note, have yourselves a great Canada Day, guys. Enjoy the playlist, and we shall see you guys next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.